Hisoka is a particularly elusive character in Hunter x Hunter with very little information known about him. What you see is what you get, or at least what you think you get. Let's explore Hisoka's backstory, which is most likely not known to any of the anime viewers, or maybe even the manga readers, since it was not written by the great Togashi. But first, 97% of you are not subscribed. Slap that like button, subscribe right now to get Hisoka hot and heated. So all the backstory on Hisoka from the anime amounts to naming his nen ability Bungee Gum, which is derived from a flavor of gum he ate as a kid. Yes, it's that meaningless. It just goes to show Hisoka doesn't really care about sentiment that strongly, nor does he put a lot of thought into things that could be of meaning. But that's not a lot of backstory to go off. Luckily, Suishida, the creator of Tokyo Ghoul, actually wrote a Hisoka one-shot back in 2016, which has really gone under the radar of anime viewers. So let's get into that story. Hisoka was interested in magic from a young age. As a child, he had excellent card skills and managed to astonish Tonio, the ringmaster of the Tonio troupe, a traveling circus act. Tonio takes the young Hisoka under his wing, and he rapidly improves. He even discovers Nen on his own, and Tonio helps Hisoka learn the basics of Nen whilst they're traveling on the road. Whilst on Glamglass Land, a serial killer known as John Doe has been slaughtering innocents. He was known as the 100 Face, as the killings were all the same, but the killer appeared to have a different face each time. Now, Hisoka becomes entwined with the troupe for months to come, and when taking a Nen test, he establishes that he has the same type of Nen as Tonio, transmutation. Sometime later, Hisoka was on a shopping trip with fellow Tonio troupe member Abaki, a girl who also possessed the power of Nen, and it's here that they encounter John Doe. Abaki, who has more Nen experience than Hisoka, fights John Doe and is at the risk of losing her life. Just as she is defeated, Hisoka swoops in and slices John Doe through the eye, causing him to retreat. But this strikes curiosity in a young Hisoka, as he does not believe the eye injury was severe enough to warrant retreating, making him wonder the true reason John Doe fled the scene. Days later, Hisoka confronts Tonio, accusing him of being John Doe. It's at this point that Tonio explains his transmutation Nen ability and his ability to change faces. Tonio also explains that he enjoys surprising people, so much so that as a young child he murdered his younger sister when they were kids just to see the look on her face. But that's not the shocking part of the story. Hisoka was not concerned by this fact, nor was he disgusted. He was merely intrigued and wanted to fight Tonio to test his own strength. Now we see the classic Hisoka we know in the anime today. During the battle, Hisoka uses Gyo as a tactical advantage to see some of Tonio's transmutations, a skill he had not been taught yet. It's also during this battle that he debuts his ability Bungee Gum, and he uses this ability to kill Tonio. So this story was officially published and recognized by Togashi, but he never said whether he classifies it as canon for the series. Though I think it's a totally plausible backstory for Hisoka. It really establishes the character we know today, and all of the stylistic aesthetic choices he has in his tall, lean, muscular circus magic style outfits. And it goes to show, even as a child, Hisoka was not concerned with morality, just purely the power of others and testing himself against them. Now, of course, Hisoka is decades older at this point, and his character has developed somewhat in that this obsession with testing his power against strong opponents has manifested in some sort of sadomasochistic sexual gratification sort of desire. This is really evident early on in the series when he encounters Gon, a young child with great potential for strong abilities. Hisoka exhibits classic sociopathic tendencies. Everything he does is to achieve his own desires and goals, and nothing else really matters. When he joins the Phantom Troop, it's so he can fight the leader. When he helps Gon and saves his life, it's because he wants him to become stronger so later on he can fight him and kill him himself when Gon is at his most greatest potential. So whilst his character doesn't have a lot of depth and thought to it, it's very intriguing and unique, and it's not like any of the other characters in the show, and I think that's what makes Hisoka so compelling. He doesn't have all these layers like other characters, and he's not too complex to understand, but he's intriguing and very entertaining to watch on screen, and quite unpredictable. But the one thing you can be certain of is he's going to act in his own best self-interest. And that is Hisoka Explained. Let me know if you enjoy this type of video. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more videos coming this week and in the future, and I'll see you all again really soon.